Hey guys, what's going on? It is me, Box12 here with another Realm of the Mad God guide video. And this time we're actually doing another character guide. And it has been a long time since I've made one of those. Many months ago I made that Necro guide, and then I started branching out with other types of Realm videos like ability guides, weapon guides, and armor guides, and ring guides, and I've been all over the place, and that's really good. It's good for variety. I've quadrupled my subscriber amount since then. But it's time that I go back to my roots, because my most popular Realm videos rather, are the character guides. My warrior guide almost has 5,000 views, and then the ninja guide and the paladin guide, you guys like them, and I should probably keep on making them. If they're my most viewed, I should make more. Clearly, that's what people want. So that's what this is. I'm going to tell you all there is to know about the Huntress. The Huntress and the Archer are very similar. In fact, they're almost identical. They have the exact same stat caps: 75 attack, 50 speed, 40 vit, 25 def, 50 dex, and 50 wisdom. They're not bad stat caps at all. They're actually really good. High DPS, high 75 attack, and 50 dex is average, but whenever you combine it with that attack, it can be quite deadly. If you're going for a triple shot bow, Covert and Blood Bow are your best options. Unless you haven't seen my Dbow versus Cbow video, link in the description. But the best weapons for the Huntress would have to be the Cbow and the Dbow, used as swap outs. Now I understand that not everybody who's watching this video is fortunate enough to have these items. I was like that too at one time, but that's still the fact. Those two are the best weapons for the Huntress. End of story. Moving on. Now I'm going to skip the trap for now, just sort of a leave the best for last sort of thing, and go right to the armor. Now, Csilk looks amazing on the Huntress. It looks so beautiful. It's a great color scheme, all pink. If you can have the coral set, it's very good. But like I said in my Csilk versus Hydra video, that'll also be a link in the description, 3 extra speed on the Huntress does not go very far. 50 and 53 is not a big difference. And now the Coral Venom Trap does give you an extra 2 speed, so that would be 55 as opposed to 50. So in a sense, you could wear it. If you were wearing them together, it would make more of a difference. But since the Huntress doesn't get as much of a dex boost from her ability as the Archer does, maybe Hydra is the way to go, so that way you can balance out the dex loss for just a teensy bit more. But like I've said before, whenever we're working with such small numbers, it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you want to pick Hydra, go Hydra. Csilk, go Csilk. Freaking go Griffin Hide or Hippo, I don't care, just pick one. Rings. Alright, now I did that Unbound HP versus Pyramid video a little while back, and I said that Unbound HP was vastly superior, and that's true. It's a great ring. But for Huntress, since she's not exactly a melee, she's not close range, she's not all for hand-to-hand combat, she's going to keep her distance and probably won't be losing that much HP. Meaning that she would benefit from a ring that didn't give her quite as much HP and went for more stat bonuses, like perhaps an Expo or a Nile or a Pyramid ring. Pyramid is what I'm using, and the reason for that being that 4 attack really does go pretty far on a character with 75 base attack, and also the Dbow having +4 more damage goes quite a long way. And also, the 4 def and the 100 HP, and, I've bragged about Pyramid enough. Nile would be your secondary option. Since I am going Mundane on my Huntress, I don't need MP bonuses. But if you are actually using your trap, Nile might be something to consider, because now you're getting even more dex and even more speed, so your Coral Csilk and your Coral Trap, all of the speed combined, and now you're actually pretty fast. That's a good combo that I haven't tried yet, but I'm sure it's good. Also, the MP is good for launching off your trap, because that thing does cost quite a bit. Speaking of traps, let's talk about them. If you haven't seen my trap guide video, that will also be in the link in the description, which is like the 3rd link now, so consider yourself busy for the next 40 minutes. The trap has a very similar animation to that of the poison, but instead of dissipating as soon as it hits the ground, you set a trap, depending on the radius, on the ground for enemies to walk into. And that's where the strategic play of the Huntress really comes in handy, and that's what I like about it. I think that having a character where you can actually set up a kill is really odd to have in a game like Realm. I mean, that's like something you would find in League of Legends or Dota or World of Warcraft, not in Realm. You don't set up kills in this game. It's really interesting, and if you want to try something new, play the Huntress and find out. Giantcather Trap slows the enemy for 6 seconds, whereas Coral Venom Trap paralyzes for 3 seconds, so it has a lower duration, but a better debuff effect. and it also does more damage. So Coral Venom's kind of a better item, especially if you're focusing on single target. For groups, you're going to want to use Giantcather. Sure, it does less damage and it has a worse debuff, but it has a really wide range. And it's pretty fun. The strengths of the Huntress would have to be her ability to solo dungeons really effectively, whether it's a UDL or a snake pit or whatever. She can survive them pretty well with her range and her wide spread of 2 to 3 shots depending on what type of bow that you're using. Not to mention Bow's Pierce. So you can go through all of the minions all at the same time. It's really effective and really good. However, one of her biggest weaknesses would have to be the MP cost of her trap, which is why I don't really use it. Not the main reason, but one of the reasons. 130 MP is quite a lot for an ability, and with only 50 wisdom, you're not going to be getting that back too quickly, especially if you don't have a pet. That's just 1 to 2 traps, and then boom, you better be drinking some MP pots or have a lot of time on your hands. Once you max your Huntress, you'll be able to run Event Gods pretty smoothly if you throw in your trap, depending, even if it's paralyzed or slow. If you're taking on a Cube God or a Skull Shrine, you'll be able to take out all of those minions, and it's a great feeling. It's not like a slow damage over time with the poison. You get an immediate effect, and you see results on the spot. It's very good. It's very good. And if you use Dbow, hey, you might be able to get a kill on that Cube God. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Those are my thoughts on the Huntress. I hope you guys learned something, and leave a comment if you want me to do a class comparison guide on the Archer and the Huntress, because I think we all know what the answer to that is. Alright, thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to check out the next episode whenever I post it, which will probably be soon. Alright, see you! But Hydra is giving you a teensy bit more dexterity, which you do need, since it's unlike... Freak.